It's not even going live. This class entirely now one eye I dey use to teach my other eye no dey work. Huh? The eye is hurting me seriously. It's like I'll get my own eye patch. Not that way you put because seriously it's even making me confused because there's so much more I wanted us to do with this visualization. Maybe when we're creating the dashboard next class
When is the next class?
on Thursday. So you can actually go online and watch the videos
Video.
so that when we're creating the dashboard, you'll be up to speed. Okay, so who and who do we have here? Please kindly just indicate your name in the chat box so that I'll know who and who is in class. And then you just tell me the last thing you watched so that we can go back again and do it. I know we all stop at visualization. And is it at the first visualization or the second visualization? If you've watched the first visualization, it means you can go ahead and do the second visualization by yourself. So I'm going to be sharing my screen so that you would know what we used to create the visualization for the for the second one. So please just kindly indicate in the chat box where you stopped so that we'll know what we need to do and nobody is left behind. Okay, Eunice went about said the first visualization. So let's just give them 2 more minutes. Let's see how many more persons will join. Then we'll continue from there. So we'll just start from the first visualization and then go through to the second and the third because we're currently on the third visualization. So if you're just joining in, please kindly indicate where you stopped in the class. Is it the first visualization, the second visualization? Where did you stop? From where did we lost you or the network? So please kindly indicate in the chat box. Is it working now?
The recent are downloading for the version. Trying to find it. Okay, so I'm seeing like three versions. I don't know which one to go for.
You see, all these are
Yeah.
paid. Now, the one everybody uses is those cracked versions that they
Okay.
install on your system.
System.
So the best thing for you to do is to just go to all these guys that used to fix system, let them install for you. Because
Oh,
anyone you download here
yeah.
will give you limited access.
It's okay.
So I'm not getting any other response, so I'm just going to go with Eunice Manabas. I said the first visualization, and then we'll just start from there. So now let me share my screen. This is my screen. Okay. So this is our first visualization. So So this is what we did for our first visualization. We played with the color and a lot of things. Personally, if I'm actually doing actual work, I don't even do all this. Well, it depends on what you want to do. So now to create this visualization, we use the winners as the row here. We use the winners as spaces here. We also put the gender as a column, which gave us what we had here in our pivot table, which clearly shows the number of the winners, which is APC PDP, 19 APC, 18 PDP. Then it showed us the genders of the winners as 6, 16. So now this has a lot of numbers and figures, and who has time for all that? So it's better when you visualize it. So when you're visualizing it, we then decided to use a 3D bar chart. So this is our 3D bar chart where I said you can just click on this and to change the color, you can change the color, you can increase the gap, you can increase the depth, you can increase the width, depends on how you want it to look. You can edit it however way, you can decide that you don't want to use this. You can use a pyramid for it instead. You can use a silicone for it. You can use a partial pyramid. So let's use a pyramid so that it will look different. So you click on this one too, and then you make it a full pyramid. So now this is our bar chart, but we're not using box for our bar chart. We're using a pyramid. So now to insert the label, you click here, then you have no, click here, select the data. If you want to change the style, you can do that. Click here, then you format label, data label. Now you can decide what you want to do with your data label. You want to change it, you want to change the series, you want to change the text. You can do all that for the numbers. You can also edit it. So are we all following? Are we all following the so you see I've changed my own visualization now from bars. I feel like it will look different. Cheap. So let me just do that. So you can decide to change it however you feel is better. So that was how we created our first visualization. Then for the second, went back to our training data. Click insert. When you click insert, you go to your pivot table. You go from table existing sheets. When you click existing sheets, come to the sheet where you're. Then you click where you want to place the pivot table. You see. Then you press OK. Once you do that, it will take you to the sheet. It will bring you here to our second pivot table, which is this one. So for this pivot table, we decided that we want to do create a visualization using the geopolitical zones. Now we have the geopolitical zones. Okay, we want to highlight the winners in the geopolitical zones, and that was what we did. So we created a pivot table now. The geopolitical zones here, just like what we did the first time. The geopolitical zone on this other side as the value for our row. Then we'll put the winners in our column. Doing this, we were able to pivot table that we're working on. We use the pivot table to create our chart. I decided to use a cluster chart. I'm not really editing this so much because I don't want them to be exactly the same. So it's a dashboard. Your dashboard is supposed to, at the end of the day, we're creating a dashboard. Your dashboard is supposed to have presentation of different things. So I'm leaving my own like this because it just makes it simple and it also fits into the dashboard to have different things to further highlight your different visualization or visualization skills. Now we're going to our third table, which is where we are currently. Are you all following? Okay, good. Eunice is here and she's following. So for the third visualization now, we decided to use geopolitical zone. No, we decided to use age group. In using the age group now, in the previous data sets now, when it comes to the value, I will, if I what type change the value. But this time around now, I don't want the value to come from the winners. I want the value to come from the age group. So when I put the winners up here as the row, which is this, the winners, I put the age group at the column. I also put the value, the count of the age group as our value. So the value we want to use to create our sheet is the count of the age group. Now let's create a chart for our third pivot table. Do we want to do this? Hmm, why not? Let's try something. Oh, we should do the 3D cluster. Okay, that is what we're using. Or should we change chart style? So let's see which one. Oh, it just shows us old and young. This is not nice. This is boring. 3D pie charts showing the old. This is showing APC old, PDP young. This doesn't really cover. Bar chart doesn't look nice. The area graph, linear graph doesn't make sense either.
Yeah,
Sorry.
I'm getting it.
Eh? You've gotten it. Okay, you're using Google Sheets.
No, I'm using some.
Okay. So your inserts now, hence your pivot table. Okay, so this is your pivot table. So you insert pivot table. External source, select range, multiple conditions per page. Cannot open it. Ah, why is oh, what's this saying in Microsoft Windows training data set pivot table? Ah, still not working. Sorry.
No problem.
Okay, no problem. So for our Mr. Ayo, what did you do for your third visualization? Your visualization.
What did I use? Abstract.
That's this. This is what we're going to use so that it will be the other ones. Then move it to the side, move it down. So in our next class, we're going to save this visualization that we've created now. In our next class, we'll be creating our dashboard using these three visualization that we've created. So please, if your network was bad and you did not join you missed some part of the class, please kindly go back to our YouTube channel and watch it. So you can follow our YouTube channel so that you can always watch whatever videos we have there. And then secondly, if you're interested in the advanced class, you can always reach out and let's talk about it so that we can actually learn how to work on large data sets, use pivot, use Power BI, use Tableau and other options, Excel, SQL, Python, and all that. We'll be using all that for advanced class. So by our next class, which is on Thursday, 10:30, we would use these visualizations that we've created to create a dashboard. So, thank you all for attending today's class and do have a nice day.